Hello? This is Jowd. Cecil, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk, we'll be waiting for you. Well, you better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you all for your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. At the other end of the phone line, I'm finally going to find all my answers. I better go. Welcome to the UNO. Detective Jowd. My detective sense must have gone rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone, I hope you don't mind. Ika, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate. And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation, a submarine, eh? But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew whether UNO was going to serve us compounded. We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a criminal's case, ask the criminals. The bullet the man in the red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. I have a little something for you. Camilla has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always proved useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch. Yes, Inspector Camilla. I hear he's a good investigator. By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere. Oh, Cecil, you mean? You. You can relax, that's nothing but his shell. His shell, eh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely, right about now, he's controlling your daughter. Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please, let her go. Bah. There's something our nation needs. Cecil has it. That's all you care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Cecil has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Our nation has already researched it. This product that Cecil has to offer. The source of its powers. What? What in the world was that? The Timnesk fragment. It gives Spirit special powers. And now deal with Cecil is concluded as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? Disc, what a mistake to make, right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Farewell. What in the world? The room just vanished. Detective Jowd! Where did he go? What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, I'll be here somewhere. I smell danger. I better find them, and fast. Okay, can we talk to Missile? So you're here, huh? It's Missile! Yes, I think I even remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that truck was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. But what with my memory, lost of memory, I can't say much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla. Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? I'm sorry to say I don't think it can. Why did I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that lady detective and that little lady together. You got it. The telephone was ringing. Wow, it's Miss Camilla, I just know it. My trusty nose practically swimming at me. I think you call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's go to that telephone before it stops ringing. You bet. And to do that, we do some more ball switching. More like we allow Cecil to do some ball switching. I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. I've got a bad feeling about this. Cecil, look! That black hello, it came off the hook. Oh, I better answer it. Fast. I kinda wanna see what the trash can does, but we are in a bit of a hurry, so, you know. Hello, is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Issa, where are you? Somebody please answer. I guess she can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh good, I thought she was annoying me. Somebody help me. Lynn is... She said Lynn. Miss Lynn! We better hurry. Let's go, Cecil. Yeah, we're going with her. It's no use, nobody's answering. Miss Camilla! And... Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn. Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. It looks like another tragedy has passed, or happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Cece, I knew you'd come. Miss Camilla! Hey, Miss Al too, I'm so glad to see you alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Miss Al, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice? That's right, Camilla has a call now, so that means... She did hear Miss Al's voice before when he saved her that time. So that was you, wasn't it, Miss Al? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Miss Camilla, I'm so glad I was born your little doggy. Hey, Miss Al, could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? Huh? But don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Missile. What happened this time? I better talk to the little lady a little more. And then, I better do something about the detective lady. Well, we'll do just that then. Can I talk to you a minute? Yes, Cece? Could you tell me what happened to you? What happened after I lost her at your old house? Well, let's see, after that, I think I fell asleep. I woke up to the sound of an engine. So she was already in the submarine by then, eh? I thought to myself, I have to escape. The next thing I knew, I found myself in this big room. I was so tired I couldn't move. And then... Camilla! I was so relieved, I don't remember what happened after that. She must have passed out, the poor thing. You've been through so much, you were very brave. I think Lynn's probably been through more than me. You've both been brave. Well then, I guess we can't reach that. Now we can. Go talk to the lady detective. Oh, Cecil, you're here. Then what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? She sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I knew, I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't have know in that case. And where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was just in just disappeared all of a sudden. That's making even less sense than before. After we left the CPS office, we followed after the men in red. We tracked him down with that radio transmitter, inspecting the cabin of the fight into him with the bullet. The men in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbour on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. And then we sneaked into the submarine with him when it surfaced. For long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He'll take care of the telephone line and I'll look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and had run away here. Well, that's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I knew, I was dead. Oh, it sounds like it'll be quicker to see for myself. And we'll do just that. Camilla, are you okay? Camilla? Hello, Lynn, or is it Detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago? Well, I see there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camilla back. She has nothing to do with any of this. I'm afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. The phone is ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. The fact that you're here means my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution. Well, knowing him, I have expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted, to be executed by his own daughter? I had about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody could possibly know what I've... What about an explosion? Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Look out! Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not, you're not him. She's right, I'm not him, am I? He was going to shoot Detective Jowd. As Camelot when he came to rescue her. It's just terrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life again. You didn't have to add the again part. So let's see, the cause of death this time was that mysterious explosion. You're pretty up for a dead woman. You know how detectives love a good mystery? It's like a shot of vitamins. And what do you mean for a dead woman? Anyway, I guess we should look for a way to stop that explosion. Alright, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. Okay, so the only real lead we have so far is okay. Yeah, the only lead we have so far is the telephone. I think we need it to be up there. So, in between the resets, I did decide to move some files over, and they were fairly big, so I'm wondering if that's what's causing the lag. Maybe? It's no use, I can't get the line to work. That's funny. I thought I could use the phone in the past if someone was calling. What are you talking about? The receiver has to be off the hook first, silly. But don't look at me, I can't do it. I don't have any hands or feet right now. Somebody please enter the phone. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. So I guess we have to turn... or get that off, Okay, that was clearly a nothing. Okay, that works. Hey, we somehow managed to knock down the receiver. Somehow managed? Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry, now's your chance to get on the phone. It might be Detective Jowd. She's right, I better check it out. Hello, anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself here on the double, and we're about to head out. Speak up, why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving. I think we want to go there, because I don't think there's any real things for us over here, over there. So it must be true what they say. That there are restless ghosts on board. That doesn't. I promised myself to turn over New Leaf, Mum. Here's he calling restless ghosts. Well, it's true neither one of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, it looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. I guess this means that the fate of the sub has changed slightly. Sister was underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip. It's Detective Jowd. What's going on there? I saw this little deal go down once before. In just a moment. The man in red is about to get his Temsec fragment taken away. I don't get it. What's happening? They decide to conclude the deal without the party present. They're just going to go ahead and steal the Temsec fragment. Yeah, but that's cheating. I think we have more important things to think about right now. Where's that Temsec fragment going to go? I guess we better find out. So that's what bin does. And we can get in. Maybe. If that's what we wanted. Other Temsec fragment, you're mine at last. Can we really do anything now, or like what? The objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned. Yes, sir, Farrell, sir. So what just happened? The whole room just disappeared with Detective Jowd in it. Don't worry, Lynn. I bet Jowd can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening. Now then, I better hurry along before Cecil discovers what he's lost and comes after me. The unit will be his coffin. May it lie buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Cecil. Ah, so that's the cause of the giant explosion. What is? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. That torpedo, it's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, have you? Or haven't you? Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more readily to mind. Looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something before that torpedo is fired. We can't let it launch. But what can we do? Let's just get to the torpedo as fast as we can. Maybe we can find a way to stop it somehow. Somehow. A true detective never gives up. Or we certainly can't just ignore it. We have to lower this, I suppose. Just get in it, I suppose. There's no time, it's gonna launch. Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it. What, how? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do. I hope. Or honestly, I hope at the end of the strongest part of that sentence. Okay, here goes. Came along for the ride without giving him too much thought. But was this really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep it from going off right. I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How the hell did it get here? Do you know how a torpedo works? No, I can't say I do. Wow, Detective sure know a lot. I saw explained once in a book. On impact, the fuse in the tip is depressed. That in turn sets off the detonator. The detonator, huh? That must be the red button. So how do we stop it? They didn't explain anything about that in the book. Wow, detectives sure know a lot. Or not. I think these outside parts are supposed to be the weights of some sort. The spinning black things, right? Apparently the spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. They must be pretty heavy. I wonder if we can use those weights to event it somehow. Can we stop it? Okay, we can. Wait, did we stop all of them? Okay, no we didn't. Okay, so I think we might want to stop both of them. And this looks like just the thing. If you clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep it from moving. So what does that mean exactly? It means we might just be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this. I have to admit, I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. But before we can do that, it looks like we have to get something out of the way first, huh? It's just some little thing, isn't it? Could I rather adversary? You do know what the rat isn't the main focus here, don't you? Okay, true. But until it's out of the way, we can't set the safety device. And you're right. If only Armasa was here somewhere right now. We have to get this little creature to leave somehow. Okay. Maybe if we get it? No. To tip over. Great, we've dumped the little creature off. Well, those rates were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for that safety device. Right. We're almost out of time at this rate. We're gonna blow up the submarine. Uh-oh. Just set that safety device and keep the torpedo from detonating. We can do just that though. There, we clamped the safety device on. We did it, that should keep the torpedo from exploding. But there's just one problem. Problem? What's that? The torpedo is still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. What was that noise? Looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine. It looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Yeah, so we did it. What's the matter? You still look unhappy. We stopped the torpedo from blowing up. We still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right, I guess. I guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Am I hearing things? Anyway, I guess we better get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right, I'm worried about Camilla. Oh. We're just zipping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. I'm gonna get them out over here. I better go meet up with Lynn. And we'll do that next episode. I apologize if there's any, like, really unbearable lag during the second half of this video. Well, I guess now I know that can happen. I try my best to avoid doing it again, but, next episode we'll go meet up with Lynn and the little lady, and, until then, that has been I'll see you.